Hey everyone, welcome back to voxq. Today we've got some wild ones. Grab a drink, settle in, and let's get into it. All three of these stories have one thing in common. People spoke with full confidence until proof showed up and shut everything down. And the wild part is not just the lies, it's how sure they were before everything collapsed. Let's get into the first one. Amelia was already exhausted before the weekend even started. It was a memorial gathering for her grandfather, family everywhere, emotions already high. Then Trevor stepped in. Trevor is her stepbrother, always loud, always certain. During a conversation about the family property, he casually says Amelia doesn't actually have authority over it. Just like that, no hesitation. The room shifts immediately. People go quiet. Some start nodding. Amelia looks at him, calm. And this is where it gets worse. Trevor doubles down. He starts explaining how the deed was never properly transferred, how she misunderstood everything, how decisions needed approval from others. He said it like it was already confirmed. And people started believing him. You could feel it, that slow shift where doubt replaces trust. Amelia didn't react. That alone threw him off, because he expected emotion. Instead, she just asked, "Are you sure you want to say that here?" That should have been his moment to stop, but it wasn't. Trevor laughs. He says unless she has something official, it doesn't matter. And there it is, that confidence, that assumption that nothing is coming. Amelia slowly pulls out her phone. The screen lights up her face. The room gets quiet. She scrolls for a second, then says, "All right, I'll read it." And here's what they didn't expect. She starts reading an email from the probate office, out loud, clear, calm. The email confirms she is the legal executor, full authority, already transferred. Every word lands heavy. No one interrupts, because now it's not an argument, it's proof. And then everything shifted. The same people nodding to Trevor are now staring at him, waiting. He tries to recover, says maybe something changed, but no one believes him anymore, because the confidence is gone. Amelia locks her phone and sets it down. No speech, no reaction, just silence. And somehow, that hits harder than anything else. Trevor barely spoke after that. He didn't need to. The damage was done. And from that moment on, nobody took his word the same way again. All because he thought no one had receipts. Now the second story. Leah had a routine. Every day during finals week, she used a ladder outside her apartment to reach storage. Simple system, until it started moving. At first, she thought she misplaced it. Then it happened again, and again. And this is where it gets worse. Every time she asked Sean about it, he denied it. Sean was her neighbor, friendly, always around, but every time, same answer. "I didn't touch it." Calm, immediate, like it wasn't even a question. Leah started noticing something. The ladder only moved when she wasn't home, never missing, just moved, enough to disrupt her routine. During finals week, that mattered. So she stopped arguing and decided to get proof. She installed a small shelf camera, hidden, barely visible. Then she waited. The next day, she checked the footage. There he was, Sean, walking into frame, looking around, then casually grabbing the ladder and moving it. No hesitation, no guilt, like it was normal. And here's what they didn't expect. Leah didn't confront him right away. She waited for the next denial. When it happened, she let him finish, completely, then asked, "Are you sure?" He nodded, confident. And then everything shifted. She turned her phone toward him, pressed play, and let it run. You could see it on his face, that exact moment it hit him, the shift from calm to completely quiet. No excuses, no explanation, just silence. Leah didn't raise her voice, didn't argue, she just said, "All right, just checking," and walked away. That should have been the end, but it wasn't, because after that, everything changed. Sean stopped completely, avoided her, no more denials. Because once proof shows up, there's nothing left to say. She didn't need an argument. Proof handled everything. Now the third story. Hannah just wanted to relax. She booked a lounge seat at a busy terminal.
paid in advance, picked her spot, set everything up. Phone charging, bag next to her, finally settled. Then Samantha walked in, confident, loud, the type who acts like everything belongs to her. She walked straight up and said Hannah was in the wrong seat. No question, just a statement. Hannah was confused. She showed her confirmation, paid reservation, correct seat, everything lined up. And this is where it gets worse. Samantha didn't even look at it. She just said it wasn't valid. Like that ended the conversation. Now people started watching. The tension was obvious. Hannah stayed calm, called over staff. Simple solution, or at least it should have been, but it wasn't. Samantha started talking over her, telling staff Hannah was trying to take a seat that wasn't hers, confident, like she expected them to believe her. For a moment, it almost worked. You could see hesitation. And here's what they didn't expect. Hannah said, "Can you just check the system?" That was it. No argument, just verification. The staff member nodded, walked to the terminal, pulled up the reservation. Now everyone was watching, phones out, waiting. And then everything shifted. The staff member read it out loud. Reservation confirmed, name matched, seat assigned, clear, final, public. Samantha froze, just for a second, but it was enough, because now everyone knew. She tried to say maybe it was wrong, maybe a mistake, but it didn't land because the proof had already been read out. Hannah didn't say anything. She didn't need to. Samantha grabbed her things and walked off, fast. And just like that, it was over. But the energy stayed, people talking, reacting, because they saw it happen in real time. That moment when confidence collapses, all because of proof. And that's what connects all three stories. People betting everything on the idea that no one could prove them wrong, and then finding out they could. Confidence without proof creates control for a moment, but proof removes it instantly. Because proof doesn't argue, it just exists. And when it shows up in public, everything changes. People stop guessing, they stop choosing sides, they just accept what's real. And that's why these moments hit so hard. Because it's not just exposure, it's the loss of control. The exact second someone realizes their version of the story is gone and everyone can see it. So if there's one takeaway, it's simple. If someone is pushing something hard but avoiding verification, there's usually a reason, and sooner or later that reason gets exposed. Alright, that's gonna do it for today. If you've seen something like this in real life, you already know how fast things can flip. And those moments stick with you. I'll catch you in the next one.